Way down in San Francisco, 42, long sideburns and a mustache too. Cowboy boots and a buckskin jacket. Man, this cat's got a real cool racket. Have guns, will travel, flying glue, unravel. Six-shooter gun, always got 'em on the run. Hey, come, daddy, go, watch 'em run. They're having fun.
They were a casting agency, an agency. They barely mixed.
Right.
They just were a casting agency, but which, in some aspects, is genius.
Yeah.
But in some aspects, you could see well.
You wouldn't necessarily think of finding one of those in Norfolk, would you?
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's not really the industry there, is it?
You know, he deserves a tremendous amount of credit for having the vision to say, hey, look, I'm a program director at a radio station. Why don't we just create this studio here? And the DRC became DRC Studio Center. So he's the visionary, and every year he comes in. He's a very humble man. He comes in for the Christmas party, but he has a blast, and we walk through, and he hugs, and a lot of people. We've kept a lot of people.
Yeah, I noticed.
More than half the staff, but maybe not half the staff, but certainly 15 people work for Warren, so
right.
That's pretty good. And so he knows a lot of people, of course, and he's very comfortable. He has a blast. He wrote me a very nice letter where he said, I reconnected with old friends and I met some great new ones, and I'm so proud. It was a very emotional letter he wrote to me about 6 months ago. It was sort of the first time that I felt a little bit verklempt, because I felt like that it was somebody who gave up his baby and now is looking back on it and saying, you know what? It was the right thing to do. Like he wrote that letter. He said, "I sold to the right person at the right time." That meant a lot to me.
Warren opened up a third location in Memphis, and then when Woody took over, he built it from that point on. And Warren had video at the time, but it wasn't doing very well, and the equipment was very expensive to go into digital video.
That's back in the days of the big, real fat tape, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they sold the equipment and made audio studios, more audio studios where the video space was. So we just did great at audio. And once Woody took it back over, he decided to get back into video, which was a great move. Now we get to mix a lot of the projects our video guys do, and
well, back then, could you have foreseen it growing into the place it is now?
No, I don't think so. Not to what Woody's done with it now. No, absolutely not. I thought it was going to grow, but not to this extent. I know that they had talked about moving the Norfolk location just because we didn't have parking, but it never happened. So I just thought we were going to be there, which was a cool, crusty old place. It had a lot of neat vibe in it. I thought, but we just didn't have any more room. But no, I didn't think it was going to grow to the way it has now.
In 3D animation, we have to render it, basically build the images, and it takes a certain amount of computer power to do that. So we're building a render farm it will let us do it faster and quicker and more realistic results. So yeah, we're definitely growing in the 3D field, and we're definitely 2D as well. We're using 3D to, I don't know if it makes sense, using 3D to help evolve 2D animation in different fields.
What's the craziest assignment you?
Chrysler was pretty.
Did they give you full reign, or did they give you a sort of a narrow?
Well, the trick was that the exhibit wasn't built yet. It didn't exist. So they gave me some schematics that I had to go off of, and they gave me a picture of a sarcophagus that I pretty much had to remake.
Well, we have a roster of talent that we already have, but we reach out by doing auditions, and we use different networking sites to look for talent in different areas and of all genders, races, ethnicities, everything you can think of.
And what are we doing with them?
Everything from training videos, web videos, television series, films, commercials. Wow. If it's got a camera and a person standing in front of it, we want to be the ones to put that person in front of that camera.
Gotcha.
So we do a lot of auditions, a lot of submissions, and we arrange for callbacks as well as bookings and negotiate all that this is where you got to be, when you got to be there, what you got to wear, how much you get paid, yada yada. All the boring stuff, so that way when we sit down and we veg for an hour every evening to calm down from the day, you can enjoy that. We take care of all the boring stuff on the other side.
Right.
Yeah. We also use, like she said, a variety of networking sites so that if somebody comes to us and says, hey, I need an African American young lady between 18 and 35, she has to be an expert at hip hop dance, and by the way, she has to speak Mandarin. Okay.
It's our job to
Okay,
find
it's
it.
our job to find that. So
Sorry,
we
right.
go through all these different networking sites and different venues to find exactly what the client is looking for.
Wow, that's exciting.
Sometimes it's that specific. Sometimes it's easier, which is great.
So
Have you ever heard Warren's music?
I have.
Yeah.
Have Gun Will Travel?
Yeah, Have Gun Will Travel.
Yeah.
There's one with a really long title I'm trying to think of, but he was pretty good.
He actually was very good. It was when
Rockabilly guy.
Yeah, and Pope's the first guy to play it for me. He's our junkie. And believe it or not, this is another aside to the story. We found out in the process of this happening, a year into it, my mother said to me, I was talking to her about this. And again, my parents kind of know what I do, but they would say, I know you work, how's that deal coming? They didn't really have any specifics. And my mom said, is that Warren Miller from American University? I go, yeah. She goes, that was your dad's roommate at American University.
No.
I go, what? Oh, yeah. So I call my dad up. He goes, oh, yeah, Warren and I are good friends. Never mentioned.
Oh, my gosh.
Warren never met. I go, how many pretty mans are there? You know?
Yeah.
Never. So they both went to American University together. In the early 60s, they were roommates. My mom has a nickname for him. I forgot.
That's
She
Twilight
said-
Zone stuff.
Twilight Zone stuff. And my mom said, oh, yeah, that's Sparky. Or she had some nickname for him. She goes, oh, he's adorable. You ever heard him sing? I go, yeah, I recently have. She goes, he's a great singer. He used to sing all the time. He used to perform at all of our sock hops or
Yeah.
things up there. And my dad's
He was
like,
big in D.C.
My-
because he was
yeah,
in D.C.
exactly.
Yeah.
And my dad goes, oh, hell, Warren was a star. He goes, Warren was on American Bandstand. Then Warren and I have lunch, and I said, Warren, that's Bill Prettyman's my dad. He goes, I kind of thought, how many Prettymans could there be? I go, he's my dad.
Right.
And so,
Wow.
and then when we did the deal, my dad came in, and they reconnected a little bit.
Well, everybody's got a baby, everybody's got a baby but me. Ooh, everybody's got a woman but me. Well, everybody's getting love, everybody's getting hugging but me. I got a baby blue convertible